Alright guys, Forsaken just revealed a new Nosferatu skin. A fan favorite skin was finally found in-game, and we even got fresh slasher lore. Let's get into it! So, with the new killer Nosferatu, he released with no skins, but as of now, we have a sneak peek of what one of the new skins will be for players who bought Nosferatu in the Masquerade event. It might be available in the future the same way as the Legacy Tuotime milestones, which might become obtainable. This skin looks insane, with Nosferatu wearing a puffer jacket and puffer pants, with the barbed wire and his fingers having the dominant pinker color. The ribs that look like mouths in his chest and legs give me some sort of phobia for real. I just can't look at that and feel good, brah. A lot of people were observing the structure of the skin, basically implying that they want to crack this skin. But other than that, people are now heading back to grind enough suckers to buy Nosferatu, which will automatically give you this skin once it releases. But for now, we can see this skin coming later in the future. A lot of people were not going to grind the 3,500 suckers and instead wait for him to release after this event ends so they could get him at a reasonable price. But it looks like we will see the re-release in the future instead, as they don't want to give him out as easily to the people who weren't able to grind for it. What do you think of this skin? So the John Doe Aberrant skin by Alexis Funny is finally getting some love again, with the buff one now roaming in public lobbies, but it is still unfinished and there are a lot of bugs with him being in-game already. So far, only for players have access to the skin, so it is extremely rare to find him in one of your lobbies. One player, Shoto, managed to get into a game with one of the testers, with the intro completely bugging out, which Alex confirmed is broken, but we will definitely be seeing the proper intro and outro soon. Shoto also took a picture of the wild aberrant in his habitat. We don't get to see anything else other than his large back with the redesign compared to how the skin looked before. Aberrant fans are now getting so much more than what anyone expected, with some predicting what's going to come, as it will be more than just chase themes and animations, maybe even more than one custom kill animation with different survivors. We could even get Aberrant hitting emotes and a voice line will like Noli to activate them whenever you want. Some are also hoping for a full John Doe overhaul so that Aberrant finally gets the love it deserves once it releases. So a Forgotten skin is finally getting some more work done again, which is Purple Guy. We now have another snippet of one of the voice lines he will have. It is not a reference to the Purple Guy from FNAF, but it is based on Gogeta from Dragon Ball, with Purple Guy's shredded physique on full display, his chest literally popping out. He's also getting the blue and red eyes featured in the original version. Alex even did a live stream showing himself working on the animations for Purple Guy, including walking, running, walk speed override.
Oops. This is the old walk speed override. Start.
And several other animations still in progress. He's clearly cooking with this one, giving the skin a proper revival and ensuring it won't be forgotten. The community is loving this new remodel, calling it one of the best looking reworks so far. Honestly, this could inspire other forgotten or scrapped skins to come back with brand new designs. It's also something the game really needs, especially for certain skins that players have been disappointed with, like the Living Legend John Doe skin. That one had a steep price, but very little to offer beyond custom SFX and ability effects, which most John Doe skins already have. There have also been a few complaints about the chase theme, though that's still up for debate. Either way, it's amazing to see Purple Guy revived with such attention to detail. Will we see this skin return in-game anytime soon? So there was a Q&A on Slasher from Gubblegum and Groovester, the designers for Forsaken, with many questions asked on Twitter, starting from us learning a lot more about his personality and lore. One thing people kept asking was whether the Necrobloxian book actually controls Slasher, and the answer is no. It doesn't have direct control over him. It still speaks in his mother's voice, but Slasher isn't being puppeted around by it. We also found out that Slasher isn't just some mindless monster. He actually wouldn't harm children or animals, which changes the way a lot of people saw him. Even when comparing him to killers like Jason, the devs said there are many valid interpretations of how the two would interact. Some say rivals, some say friends, and others imagine a mentor-student kind of relationship. All of those are possible, which means Slasher isn't just a one-mood character. The Q&A also dove deeper into his childhood. In Bacon Society, the worst thing you can be is different, and Slasher was the exact opposite of everything they valued. He wasn't good-looking, wasn't smart in school, and wasn't popular at all. He was basically treated like he was useless, especially compared to someone like Jez, who sat at the top of their social hierarchy. There was even a funny detail where the devs mentioned the original idea for 1337's kill animation. It actually started with him punching the book on Slasher's shoulder and knocking it loose a bit. But even if someone did remove the book completely, you absolutely wouldn't survive the attack. Surprisingly, the one time Slasher was ever treated as an equal was during the war. Despite the grim circumstances, that was probably the only point in his life where people didn't look down on him. He was just another soldier and able-bodied like everyone else. As for how he got drafted in the first place, the devs confirmed Bacon Empire military drafts were really common. When they needed soldiers, they went out and found them, willing or not. After that, Slasher ended up becoming the perfect candidate for the Super Soldier Project. Since he only had one living family member and wasn't someone people would really remember, he was basically chosen as the ideal vessel, and that's ultimately how he ended up in Area 51. There were many more questions, but these are some from the Q&A. Definitely have a read of them. So we actually have a new redesign for Time. On Discord, Basil posted a sneak peek of Time's redesign. With their redesign some skins, renders may get some minor touch-ups just to correspond with their new look. Rather than that, things that have been currently revealed about their lore and identity will still be remaining the same. This is only a visual redesign change. So Builderman is getting a redesign for his milestone skins. We now have images of the milestone for redesign, making him look more like an engineer. It still resembles his old Builderman skin, but this time it removes the hoodie and replaces it with an actual safety vest, which works perfectly for him. He also no longer carries random items on his back. This was previously leaked during the Slasher update before the shutdown, but now we have a clearer image of what the skin looked like. It's crazy how most of these skins were close to being completed before the shutdown. However, there has been some backlash, with people saying the image quality is trash and that Builderman is the most boring survivor in the game. Others criticize the skin for looking ugly, though that might just be due to the poor quality of the image. Groovy, the designer of the skin, has since said they will redo it and change some things, so hopefully we'll see a revamped version of it soon. So do you think we could see any of these come in the Christmas update? Subscribe and hit the bell for more Forsakening It.